animated Anarchy series presents the Animated Hour of Power.
All right, what's up, everybody? It is Saturday night. We are here. It is time for Animated Hour of Power. It's part of the Animated Anarchy series here on the When Tunes Combined YouTube channel. I am, of course, your host, Dutchie, joined as always by the man who our fan base thinks is a condescending butthead, Money E.
What's up?
Yeah, the man who AI thinks is the king of the coin flip, Wildcard Dave.
Let's go.
And the man who AI also thinks is my partner in life, Sean.
Hello.
No joke. AI actually thinks all this stuff. They call Dave king of the coin flip, and they think Sean and I are joined at the hip.
I am king of the coin flip. Name somebody that's got a perfect record besides moi.
All right. Anyway, so AI finally tells the truth.
John Helldiver.
Huh?
John Helldiver.
Yeah.
Only Helldiver players would know what that means.
So, all right. Tonight we have the group gauntlet. Ninja Turtles and Gargoyles are going to start. M.A.S.K will come in third. X-Men the Animated Series will come in fourth. Real Ghostbusters fifth. ThunderCats sixth, Voltron seventh, and C.O.P.S will enter last. Two shows are going to start the gauntlet. If a show gets when a show gets eliminated, the next show will come in. If a show wins the gauntlet, they get 50 points. If Ninja Turtles or Gargoyles run the gauntlet, then they get 100 points. If they sweep the entire gauntlet, they're going to get 200. It is a 47-point sweep bonus. So if a show wins the gauntlet and they get some sweeps along the way, they will get a 47-point sweep bonus. So 5 categories are going to be picked. If a show wins 3-0, 30 points, 3-1 is 20 points, 3-2 is 10, and 5 for the loser. As you can tell in the comments, I have this week's top 10 posted in there. There was a shift in the top 10 last week after Looney Tunes went ahead and won the Before Our Time gauntlet. So go ahead and take a look at what is in there. Exo Squad is still the number 1 seed, at least for right now. I have 7 shirts on. So what's going to happen is the guys are going to guess how many shirts I'm going to have on towards the end of the gauntlet, and they're going to guess the color, or the color of any of the shirts I'm still going to have on towards the end. If they can guess the correct amount of shirts, they're going to win the Be the Randomizer power. They can activate it whenever they want. Eric already has 3 because he's hoarding them. Dave has 1. Sean has already used 1. As a matter of fact, when Sean used it, Exo Squad became the number 1 seed. So, all right. Sean, I've got 7 on right now. How many am I going to have on at the end of the gauntlet?
4.
All right. Color?
Yellow.
All right. Wildcard Dave?
5 in blue.
All right. Eric?
7 in black.
All right. So
You're going for the whole 7. Okay.
all right. So Sean said
4.
All right, Sean. I'm getting old. All right, Sean said 4 and yellow. Wildcard Dave said 5 and blue.
Yes, sir.
And Sean and Eric said 7 and black. So we'll see that later on. Now, Eric, you teased, you tickled underneath everybody's tank last week and thinking and making them think that you were going to use it last week. You gave the fan base another reason to hate you. So when you said on the show at the end of Wednesday's show that you were using the power on today's show, a lot of people came up to me and said, I'll believe it when I see it. I wouldn't believe him if his tongue were notarized. And I said, welcome to my world. So are you using?
Yes.
All right. What are we doing? Now, remember, this cannot be vetoed. A category cannot be taken out. Unfortunately, we have to abide by his wishes. It pains me too. All right,
Okay,
what are we
theme
doing?
song,
All right.
fan base, animation style,
Okay.
memorable moments, and merch.
All right. So, theme song, fan base, animation, moments, and merch.
We haven't done merch in a while. I mean, we have when Sean did it, but we never got to it.
All right. Dave, what do you think?
I probably would have done some things a little differently, but I think it's all right.
All right.
What would you have done?
Well, since it can't be changed, I'm not telling you.
Oh,
I was just going to say, it can't be one of those, Master Dave, what would you have done so I could change it?
no, I'm not going to change it.
Because if you change it, I'm charging you another power, which is technically illegal, but I'm the boss.
I'm just curious.
Let your curiosity kill you, cat.
Huh. I'll ask you after the show.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'd still charge him $50 before I told him. All right, Sean, what do you think?
For the given shows that we have to discuss, I think it's pretty good.
All right. Well, you got to vote of confidence from Sean.
Well, thanks, Sean. What
The
do you
person you
think?
treat the
Doc?
worst on this show, by the way.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Not
think,
terrible.
huh?
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's almost like you think that it's going to go the way of a certain show.
Yeah. It's probably going to backfire on me. No. Which the fan base would love, so hey.
Are you kidding? They're all going to do cartwheels. All right. So, categories are theme song, fan base, animation style, memorable moments, and merch. We are going to go ahead and we are going to start. The first battle is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles taking on Gargoyles. Now, again, I've got 7 shirts on. Sean says I'm going to have on 4, and one of them is going to be yellow. Wildcard Dave said 5 in blue. Eric said 7 in black. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3-0, 80 points in the division of Matt P. They have a division lead right now of they have a division lead right now, and Gargoyles is in the division of Sean Stranahan. They are 0-3, -5 points. They are way off of a division lead. All right. Theme song is the first category. Now, again, you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actual song, actual lyrics. Gargoyles starts off as an intro, kind of explains the situation, and then just plain regular music. Wildcard Dave, you took the week off last week to take your wife out on a date, so therefore you get to start.
I'm gonna go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's pretty catchy. It's a little cheesy, but it's upbeat. I think it's pure fun, and it gives me that nostalgia of like the 80s, 90s Saturday morning joy type deal. You know that nostalgic feeling right there. But no, it was a super catchy song, and I just think they take this one because it's an actual song, and you can jam to it a little bit.
All right, fair enough. All right, Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm also going with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's one of those theme songs that you don't want to skip after the 20th time hearing it.
I mean, some you do, but yeah, this is one of those that were like you can kind of It's like, all right, it's stuck in your head, and you're okay with it being stuck in your head. You're not bashing your head up against the wall.
Right.
All right, Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Teenage.
Oh boy, this show's been around for how long? You can't pronounce it. I mean, the anime is
Teenage
one
Mutant
thing, but
Ninja
this is an American program, Eric.
He's wearing the shirt. He is literally wearing the shirt with name on it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like the thing is right. I mean, yes, it's backwards, I'm sure, but
I just couldn't pronounce it at the moment, so
that's okay. All right, first day with his new tongue.
Everybody
All
gets tongue-tied. Everybody does.
All right, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is up 1-0. 2 more, and then they could sweep. We move on to fan base. Ninja Turtles, obviously, super popular. Gargoyles was super popular for a while. As a matter of fact, it's been brought back as a comic series. According to Brent Spiner, who was Data on Star Trek and also had did a couple of voice roles for Gargoyles, he said that they are bringing it back as both a movie and an animated series. I don't know how true that is because he just kind of said it like right out of the blue. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, Gargoyles is coming back, and then moving on. So, all right, Eric, go ahead.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay. All right. Dave?
Yeah, I might have to agree with Eric here. The Turtles definitely have this one in the bag.
All right. Sean?
Yeah, sweep it.
All right. They are up 2-0. One more, and they can take the first sweep of the night. We move on to animation style. Two obviously different animation styles. You had Gargoyles kind of going with the Disney style, and they did come out later. So they do kind of have an advantage, but it just basically depends on your preference. And Sean, you're going to start.
Yeah, for animation, I'm gonna give it to Ninja Turtles.
All right.
I think there was just a lot more more difficult things to animate throughout that show than Gargoyles, being from like the weapons that the guys use to the clothing and the detail of their shells, and Gargoyles kind of just felt more blurry.
All right. Okay, Eric, you had your hand up. Go ahead.
I'm going to go Gargoyle. Sorry.
Write them down on a piece of paper and just hold it up.
Okay.
Like, for God's sake.
Sorry.
All right. It's okay. All right. Dave, you get to break a tie here.
For animation, I'm actually going to go Gargoyles here. I think their art style is a little more richer. I think their backgrounds are a little bit more detailed too. I do feel like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sometimes it had like rigid movements with some of it, so that's where I kind of took away from there. Besides that, it was pretty close in this one for me. But yeah, so I'm going Gargoyles here.
All right. So it's 2-1. Ninja Turtles is not going to be able to sweep here. So they already they cannot get to 200. But we move on. They could still win it in the next category, which is memorable moments. And both shows had a lot of memorable moments. Gargoyles ran for 3 years. Ninja Turtles ran for 10 seasons. So you have a lot, from the Ninja Turtles meeting April O'Neil to the transformations of Rocksteady and Bebop, all the battles with Shredder, the introduction of dozens and dozens of side characters. Gargoyles, you have their origin story. You have their battles with Xanatos. Dave, who has the edge?
I'm going to go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. I just think their catchphrases are huge as well for like memorable moments like Cowabunga,
Yeah.
You also have like the dynamic between the turtles. Like Like, I feel like that really makes it, each turtle, people have their favorite turtle. Like, I bet my favorite is different than the rest of you guys type deal. So I just feel like there's a lot, like, they make it very memorable. And then you also get the show itself. So
Right.
I'm going turtles here.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ninja Turtles too. Pretty much the same points that Dave just made, only adding that I think they do better in the more dramatic moments as well.
All right, fair enough. All right, Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, the Turtles. I just think their moments stuck out more.
All right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to win it 3-1. They are going to get the 20 points. Gargoyles is out, but they are not going to lose any points. But now Ninja Turtles is going to move on. They are going to face M.A.S.K up next. M.A.S.K, which stands for Mobile Armored Special Command. And they are in the division of Ryan Barber. And they are 0-3, negative 20 points. Way off of a division lead right now. But we are going to go ahead. We are going to start with theme song. Both theme songs have words. Both theme songs are kind of earworms if you really think about it. But Eric, which one's more catchier to you?
Ninja Turtles. I think it's more classic.
All right. Dave?
I'm gonna have to agree with Eric here. It's definitely more catchy. I think it's undeniable.
All right. Sean?
Yeah, on Ninja Turtles. Hands down.
All right. Now, Ninja Turtles is up 1-0. 2 more, and then we're gonna get a they can get a sweep. Fan base is up next. Now, M.A.S.K, and if we get to the category later on, we could talk about the merch that M.A.S.K had, because they have very valuable merchandise. As far as fan bases go, I know a couple of people that used to watch the show that are fans of it. Ninja Turtles, obviously, we could talk all day about how big their fan base is. So, Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sticking to giving this one to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right. Dave?
Yeah, they're massive. I'm gonna have to agree with Sean here.
All right. Eric?
Yeah, Turtles.
All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is up 2-0. 1 more, and then they could take a sweep. Animation style is the next category. M.A.S.K was developed by obviously Ninja Turtles was done by Fred Wolf Films. M.A.S.K was done by a French-Canadian company. So they're technically a French-Canadian cartoon. Both 80s shows. Obviously, Ninja Turtles also went into the 90s. But Dave, whose animation was better?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animation, I think, was way better. It seemed a lot smoother, and I think their action sequences were a lot smoother as well. So I'm gonna go Turtles here.
All right, Eric.
Yeah, Turtles.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it was vastly superior.
All right, they are going to win it 3-0. They are going to get the 30 points. That means M.A.S.K is going to lose another 10. And Ninja Turtles, for right now, if they can win this gauntlet, they are guaranteed at least one 47-point sweeping bonus.
Wow.
But here comes the hard part. They go now up against X-Men, the animated series. X-Men, the animated series, in the division of Nick Cosmo. 3-0, 60 points. They're 120 points off of a division lead. It'll be easy for them to catch a division lead. All they got to do is win this thing. They're at a good enough spot to where they can. All right. Theme song. Ninja Turtles has words. X-Men doesn't. A lot of people have said, though, that X-Men has a really good theme song. But again, no words. But Sean, what do you think?
I'm giving this one to X-Men.
Okay.
I think just the action in the theme alone is
because you
amazing.
have an introduction to every character.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with them.
Okay, Dave.
Those guitar riffs are pretty cool. I gotta admit, Sean. This one was really tough for me because I think both are spectacular. But I'm actually going to go the other way. I'm going to go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think because you have words, you put a little bit more effort into it, just a little bit more. And it's a little more. To me, it's catchier. Like, yes, the X-Men animated series, it has that nice, like, epic, guitar riff type feel when they're fighting the Sentinels and stuff. But I to me, you just like for me to be like this is that theme song, you got to have some words to it.
Fair enough. All right, Eric, you get to break the tie.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I think it's more nostalgia to it.
All right, Ninja Turtles is up 1-0. 2 more and then they could sweep. I don't think that's happening. But we move on to fan base. Now, this one, it could be a little more difficult. You have one of the best cartoons of the 80s and 90s taking on one of the best cartoons of the 90s. By the way, it's got a sequel that's out right now. A lot of Marvel fans are, very happy with it. I can't necessarily say what they're doing to themselves while watching it because this is a kid's show, or a family show.
Yeah, you're funny.
But and I definitely can't out the one guy who I know is doing that particular thing because it'll out him to his wife and he'll get in trouble. But
I've
you're
told
in
him to
trouble.
stop. I've told him to stop.
Yeah,
I like how we both go and attack each other. That's funny.
One of us got to keep cover, Jeez.
Yeah. By the way, it was not any of the judges on this show.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it was.
Right. Yeah. No.
We just instantly assumed. That's funny. You're.
I'm not gonna out the person, but I am gonna say who it's not. Just so nobody gets in too much trouble. All right. But anyway, point is that they both have really huge fan bases. By the way, stuff is still being made of both to this day. So it's still both very active fan bases. Dave, where are you going?
Oh, this one was super tough for me because in my eyes, it's pretty much equal. Like I was trying to like I looked it up and I was searching as much as I could and it really just depends what you think in this category, I think, because they are pretty equal. But for me, I think I'm gonna have to go Turtles.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go Turtles.
Right.
I really do like the X-Men.
Yeah.
I probably like that more than the Turtles, but to me, I just feel like the Turtles been a little bit more relevant, throughout the years, with movies and stuff like that. I just like X-Men's been there, but they take a lot of time in between, their releases. So I'm going Turtles.
Yeah. I mean, and for me, it's just like, both of these shows are technically in my top 5. So I'm a huge fan of both.
Same.
I like to make fun more of X-Men fans because of Marvel and like how seriously people take all the Marvel stuff. So it's easy for me to throw a tomato at their crotch. Because it's just like they just get way too offended. But all right, Sean, where are you going?
I'm gonna go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Simply because I think just because they don't need 20 different characters to make up their entire franchise.
Now
That's a good point.
Ooh.
they had
way
a
of
lot of
thinking.
side characters, but a lot of those were just basically made just not even necessarily made for the show. They were made so they could get action figures out of them.
Right. But you didn't
Right.
see solo movies of those side
Right.
pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Like
got you.
X-Men, you get a whole series of Wolverine, and then Deadpool and all this other stuff. Mind you, great movies.
Yeah.
But
What was Deadpool? I don't think he was an X-Men, was
no, he's Marvel though.
he? Yeah, he was Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
so
Eric,
they tied
go
him in
ahead.
together. Yeah.
He does the cameo. It's like one of those
This was very close.
fourth wall breaks.
Yeah.
All right,
But-
Eric, go.
Yeah, this was close, but I'm gonna give it to Turtles too.
All right. Okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is up 2-0. One more, and then they can sweep this one. Now again, and I've got no horse in the race. Yes, I got a lot of favorite shows in here, which is why I threatened to fire the guys if any of them called out. But I've got really no horse in the race. It doesn't matter to me who wins. I do think it would be funny, although I don't think it's going to happen. I do think it would be funny if Ninja Turtles was able to get the sweep here, because the Marvel fans would lose their minds. And again, I think that's funny because they just take this stuff way too seriously. But we move on to animation style. Again, Ninja Turtles is older, so they have a little bit older animation. They were able to evolve a little bit for how long they've been on. But Sean, who had the better animation?
This one's close, but I'm giving it to X-Men. I think just because of all the different abilities that they have to make for all their, all the mutants is a lot, more superior and probably more difficult than anything Ninja Turtles had to try to accomplish in that side of the show.
All right. Eric?
Yeah, I'm going X-Men because I think it's more modern, and as Sean said, with the all the fight scenes and stuff.
Fair enough. All right, Dave?
I do agree with you guys that it's more modern and it's better with the fight scenes and stuff like that. But later in that series, they had a lot of flaws in recycled footage in their later seasons because of that, because of the consistency. I'm going Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right. I guess I should have went with you second. But be that as it may, X-Men had to get one. So, all right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles still up 2-1. They can still win it in this next category, which is memorable moments. And oh boy, both shows had their share of memorable moments. We talk about the introduction of a lot of the side characters. Again, a lot of which were just made just so they can get an action figure. Because you can only do all four turtles so many times. And by the way, all four turtles got at least like 15 or 16 different figures. But introduction of all the side, like again, the Ninja Turtles first meeting April. Their first interaction with Shredder. The creation of Rocksteady and Bebop. The introduction of the neutrinos. Krang and him getting his body. There's an episode where Ninja Turtle, where Michelangelo is actually like mistaken for a toy and bought by somebody for their young son. Go on over to the X-Men side. You have the Phoenix saga. Jean Grey becoming the Phoenix. Not that I'm going to spoil anything for people, but Jean Grey is the Phoenix apparently is a big thing in the new Spider-Man movie. For anybody that hasn't seen it yet or has seen it, they can pretty much confirm what I'm saying. In the first couple episodes, X-Men lost a character, Morph. So both shows had really memorable moments. Eric, where are you going?
Ooh, this is actually 50-50.
Whatever your answer is, make sure you speak it into the microphone so I can hear you.
I'm gonna go X-Men.
All right. All right, Dave.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with Eric here. I think just because their story is a little more powerful and like a little bit more emotional to me, so I just feel like the storytelling there makes it a little bit more impactful for me for the moment. So I'm going X-Men.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, I'll go X-Men too.
All right. So now we got to go to the last category, which is merch. I mean, both shows were merchandise powerhouses, but
Yep.
the big difference is Ninja Turtles. Their merchandise is a lot more valuable. It's a lot more expensive. People are
Ooh, yeah.
seeking after it. It's seeking after it a lot more. They're willing to pay top dollar, and
yeah.
there's both shows have a crap ton of variety of merchandise. Sean, where are you going?
Man, I'm gonna go X-Men just because I think they have the vast majority of different.
Man, you don't care about valuable, do you?
No.
I swear,
Not at
like
all.
when we did the Gargoyles versus X-Men battle, I basically said the same thing. I said Gargoyles merchandise is more valuable. You told me to stick it in my ear. So
Yeah.
you could care less about valuable.
Nah, because I think the cheaper stuff adds up too. But
That's a good
Go
point
next.
there.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Turtles, and you want to talk about quantity? Well, if we're talking about quantity, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually has a lot more sold, vastly outscaling the output and variety of the X-Men toy line. That's a fact. So I'm going Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They got the value and quantity.
Yeah. I mean, and Sean was also just trying to prove AI wrong when I said that AI said him and I were joined at the hip. So, but all right, Eric, you get to break a tie.
Yeah, I'm going Turtles here. From our experience, Doug, you know how much those turtles are expensive.
Yeah, I know.
As much as I wanted to see him lose his shirt.
Well, yeah. I was just gonna say, and again, I don't care. Yes, Ninja Turtles is my number one all-time favorite show. X-Men's not that far behind, but it's not gonna be a repeat of when we did the Cartoon Classic, and I almost fired you two for picking Pokemon over Ninja Turtles.
Well, Pokemon's a whole different ballgame.
Well, yeah, Pokemon is a whole different ballgame, and I mean, also too, it has to do with the fact that I don't like Pokemon.
I thought it was Dragon Ball.
Huh?
I thought it was Dragon Ball that we was. Oh, no, that was Batman. Okay.
Yeah, that was Batman versus Dragon Ball. It's two different arguments. So two different times I took out help wanted ads. But but again, it's more. But again, yeah, it is a whole different ball game, and it's also more like you just kind of like when you do this for so long, it's just like okay, favorite show doesn't win, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Plus, the person that has Ninja Turtles in their division, I'm not close with. Eric's sleeping with him and his wife, but I don't know the guy, so I don't care.
Get it, Eric. Get it. That's my dog.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. So Eric's the filling in the middle of the sandwich cookie.
Oh my God.
Oh, Dutchie, did I show you what I was getting?
What do you mean?
I sent it in the other chat. Here, I'm gonna send it to you in the chat. One I got coming in the mail.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to you.
Cool. All right. So, now that we went off track a little bit, Ninja Turtles wins another one. They're going to take the 3-2 win, so they're going to take 10 points. X-Men is going to get 5.
Transformers.
And all the shirts stay on for right now. All right, hold on. I gotta see exactly what this is first. Dave, it's just a screenshot of the. Oh, I see it. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's got
Wow.
voice commands too, so I could be like Jarvis, battle mode,
Wow.
and stuff like that.
It's
Yeah.
very nice. All right. So now Ninja Turtles is going to move on to take on the real Ghostbusters in the division of Mindy Hummer, 3-0, 70 points. They have a division lead right now. They can add to it. We move on to, or we start with theme song. Both
this is
shows have
tough.
words. Ghostbusters is very iconic because, by the way, they used it for the movie. Sean, where are you going?
Ooh. I'm going Ghostbusters on this one. I love that. That one's so good.
All right. Dave?
I'm gonna go the opposite way. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one better. I think it's a little more catchy to me.
All right. Eric, you get to break a tie.
I'm going Ghostbusters because I think I can dance to it more.
I could picture you dancing to this one.
Fair assessment.
The last time you danced, you sprained an ankle and were out of work for like 3 weeks. The last time I remember you dancing. It was like 10 years ago. All
Dude
right.
was trying to do the spinneroonie like Booker T.
I tried to do that once. I took out 3 windows and my hip. All right. All right. Ghostbusters is up 1-0. 2 more and then they could sweep. We move on to fan base.
Ooh,
Now, here's the tricky part. Ghostbusters, yes, they have a fan base, but it's kind of like the same thing we were talking about earlier on with X-Men. Fan base, they're active, but they're only active every so often. Now, the fan base was very active when Tubi announced back at the end of June that in July, the first 5 seasons of the real Ghostbusters were going to be added to Tubi. So a lot of fans were losing it and they're like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch it again. But so 2 active fan bases, but one seems like it's more active than the other. Sean, go ahead. Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, give me the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. I just think because they reinvent themselves every few years with new comics, movies, TV shows or whatever it may be. I think it just keeps their relevance for every generation to where it's the real Ghostbusters. It's, you got the classics and you got the ones that came, like the movies that came out a little bit recently, but they take a lot of time in between. So I just feel like the Turtles fan base is more prevalent.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Sean.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was muted. Oof. For animation, I am going to go with Ninja Turtles.
Fan base. Sean.
Oh, fan base. Yeah, Ninja Turtles. Sorry.
All right, Eric.
Yeah, Turtles, because I think Ghostbusters is more of a cult following. If that makes sense.
It does. All right. 1-1. No sweep is happening. But we move on now to the next category, which is animation style. And both shows, they kind of came around the same time. They're not done by the same animation studio by any means, but they both have that mid-'80s animation. So, Eric, go ahead.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they're just more cleaner for me.
All right. Dave?
I'm gonna actually go the other way. I think the real Ghostbusters actually had better movement, like their character expressions, and I think they did a lot more like complex expressions too. That took a little bit more time with the animation, and I think their quality, especially in the early seasons, was very artistic and very high quality. I feel like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they had a lot to like a lot of quantity, so they kind of rushed production. So there is some frequent errors in their animation. So that's the reason why I'm going with Ghostbusters.
All right, Sean, you're breaking a tie.
It's a good point, Dave. I'm still gonna go with Ninja Turtles on this one. Just think it was still, a little more vibrant than Ghostbusters was, even though Ghostbusters wasn't supposed to be all that colorful.
All right. Ninja Turtles is up 2-1. They can win it in the next category, which is memorable moments. Again, I talked about Ninja Turtles' memorable moments earlier. Ghostbusters, they had memorable moments themselves. They also ran for 6 seasons. And it actually, I think even longer. But, you had the moments as in, all the ghosts that they would have to capture. You saw a lot of episodes that really focused on the Ghostbusters singularly, and Janine and Slimer. And, you talk about evolution of characters. I mean, Slimer goes from speaking gibberish in like the first few seasons to where in season 4, he's starting to talk full sentences. So there's a lot of memorable moments, including all of those characters, just like there's a lot of memorable moments, including all the Ninja Turtles characters. Sean, where are you leaning?
Oh man. I'm gonna. I don't know. This one was hard, but I'm gonna go with Ninja Turtles. I think they just had slightly better dramatic moments.
All right, Dave.
I'm gonna have to go Turtles as well. I just feel like their moments are a little bit more rewatchable for me.
Okay.
Like I just enjoy like watching the combat, the fight against the Foot Clan, Shredder, and for me those moments are enjoyable and they're more rewatchable for me.
All right, fair enough. Eric?
Yeah, Turtles, because the moments stick out more for me.
All right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to win at 3-1. They're going to get another 20-point win, and they are going to move on. And they are going to now face ThunderCats. ThunderCats in the division of Patrick Lehman. And they are all right. They're 1-2, no points. So they got a long way to go before they can catch a division lead. I am still at 7 shirts. Sean said I was going to have on 4 shirts. One of them was going to be yellow. Dave said 5 blue. Eric said 7 black. So I'm still at 7. The corrupt politician is trying to pocket himself another power. I said last night, I said, all we need to do is get him a blonde wig, a blue suit, and Cheeto skin, and then we know who then he'd be looking like who he's acting like. So, all right. We start with theme song. Eric, I only say it out of love.
We're so canceled.
I didn't mention the person's name.
I'm still waiting for that Tarzan get up that Eric said he was going to dress.
We
up
would be
as.
canceled if that happened. All right.
I'm going Turtles.
I didn't even announce the category yet.
Oh, I thought you were calling on me.
No.
Oh,
I was calling on you. I called on you to make fun of you.
Oh, that's my bad.
Because of the fact that you're obsessed with the power.
Like He-Man. I have the power.
Yeah. All right.
I apologize.
That's okay. All right. We start with theme song, and both songs have words.
Well, you
One
know
may
where
be more
Eric's
catchy.
going.
Huh? All right.
You know
Go
where
ahead,
Eric's
Eric.
going.
Yeah, turtles.
Color me shocked.
He said, "I'm going with turtles."
Hey,
All right.
I haven't been seeing turtles a lot. I've been fair.
Right. We know you have. All right. Dave?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Eric here. I do enjoy the Turtles theme song a lot more. I think it's a lot more catchy.
Okay. Sean?
Yeah, I'm going Ninja Turtles.
All right, they're up 1-0. Two more, and then they can sweep. By the way, they've only gotten one sweep bonus so far, but I mean, they're not that far away from running the table, so who knows exactly what's going to happen. But we move on to fan base. In the 80s, both fan bases were super popular. Now might be a different story, although there is a lot of nostalgia with ThunderCats. Dave?
I do feel like you're right about there is a lot of nostalgia there, but I do think the Turtles take this one. I just feel like their fan base is a little bit more larger. It's a little bit more active, and I just think the Turtles is a little bit more successful. So I just feel like it's hit across multiple generations, and it will continue to. Yeah,
I
like
feel
you
as
said.
if you thought that I was trying to edge you towards picking ThunderCats.
No, I had my own thoughts because like I like ThunderCats. Like I have a lot of like family members that enjoy ThunderCats and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, like I like it for nostalgia purposes myself.
Yeah.
But I do got to give it to Turtles here.
All right, Eric.
Yeah, turtles. I think it's more global and more active.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, sweep it. I was going to go Ninja Turtles too. So,
All right. Well, and I know. I know that members of your family were big fans of ThunderCats.
yeah, I personally was not.
Yeah. Well, also too, it came out way past your time too.
Right.
And then when it got brought back, that reboot was absolute stuff I can't say. All right. Ninja Turtles is up 2-0. One more and then they can sweep. We move on to animation style. Now, here's the funny thing about ThunderCats animation. They were done by Rankin Bass. For anybody that doesn't know what Rankin Bass is, they produced a lot of Christmas specials back in the early days. I think even going back to the 60s. Wow. They're the ones that did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They did The Little Drummer Boy. They did Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now, ThunderCats obviously is a completely different animation, but this was their attempt at trying something that was like a regular style animation instead of like that, like kind of like, animation almost with like puppets.
Right.
Or like almost like a stop motion type thing. But Rankin Bass is known mainly for their Christmas specials. Sean?
Ninja Turtles. I still think, even though what you explained is pretty cool and impressive, I think Ninja Turtles is still a lot better.
Yeah, well, because it really it is in my opinion too. But again, a lot of people are going to find that as like, oh, well, Rankin Bass, they were known for their Christmas specials. It's like, yeah. But that was a completely different animation. ThunderCats, this was their first time they wanted to get into the animation game because they saw what everybody else was doing. Dave?
I'm actually going the other way. I'm going ThunderCats for its animation. I just feel like they have really good character movement. They have really good detailed backgrounds. It's very cinematic. I just thought it was above your normal, typical like Saturday morning cartoon. So I'm going them on this one.
And they captivated an audience. They really did. Because like in a world where like your two biggest fan bases belong to G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, and Transformers, ThunderCats just kind of came in and just like, all right, hold our beer.
Yeah.
You know, I bet we can captivate an audience.
No, if we're talking like the turtles, like later iterations, I would pick the turtles for sure.
Right.
But on the first turtles, I'm going ThunderCats.
All right. Eric, go ahead. You get to break the
I'm
tie.
going Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because I just remember that more of the animation style.
All right. Eric doesn't care about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But be that as it may, I don't even know what station that airs on anymore because I know it aired on CBS for almost 65 years, but then I think I got moved to somewhere else during
Maybe
Christmas
NBC.
time. But all right. So Ninja Turtles is going to win it 3-0. That means they get another 47-point sweep bonus. I am still sweating my body fat off in these shirts. I still have 7 of them on. I should have my fan on at full blast, but if I have it on at full blast, I'm not going to be able to hear any of you. Which you could probably use to your advantage, but anyway. All right. Up next, Ninja Turtles now has to go against Voltron. Voltron in the division of Dave's wife, Amanda. Now, they are 1-2, 20 points. Funny thing is that Voltron, they started off the series hot. They're on a couple match losing streak. We start with theme song. Sean, go ahead.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was not a fan of the Voltron theme song.
All right. Dave?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's catchier.
Yeah. Eric?
Sweep it. Turtles.
Did you say sweep it or were you calling me stupid?
Sweep it.
The second one. He said the second one. Don't let him lie to you, Dutchie.
I was just going to say, like, you're not, no lies told. I'm just saying that.
He said,
I would never say that. Sweep it.
All right. I believe you. Again, I would not blame you because, like I said, no lies told, especially if you listen to the wrestling show. So, all right. Ninja Turtles is up 1-0, 2 more, and then they sweep it. We move on to fan base. And again, if we were doing this show in the 80s, which would probably be physically impossible because we'd all be, well, one, technology wasn't this great in the 80s. And 2, I think when Voltron came around, Eric was probably an infant. I was a kind of a thought, and the other 2 weren't around yet. Yeah. So we would have had to do this, around. Well, anyway, yeah. So we wouldn't have been able to do this.
I'm televising from the womb today.
Yeah. All right. So, but if we were doing this in the 80s, it would be a completely different. Like the Voltron fan base is there. They were huge. But then Transformers happened, and then everybody's like, "Oh, what's Voltron?"
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No, I think Voltron. I think it was Transformers is the bigger of the 2.
No, I mean I thought Transformers came out first.
They might have, but I think even still, people are just like, "What's Voltron?" We got this Transformers thing. Be that as it may, Dave, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going Turtles.
All right. Eric?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right. Sean?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles.
All right. One more, and then they can sweep. They're up 2-0. We go to animation style. Sean?
I'm going to stick with Ninja Turtles. I think they were just a little cleaner.
All right. Dave?
I would have to agree with Sean here.
Eric?
Yeah, sweep it.
All right. So they are going to get another one, another sweep. And they're going to win it 3-0 here. Another sweep. That means another sweeping bonus. So they're cleaning up. Definitely top 10 bound for sure. Let's see if they're number 1 seed bound. They have to finish the job. It is against C.O.P.S. C.O.P.S. in the division of Mark McGee. 2-1, 40 points, 20 points off a division lead. All right, we start with theme song. Again, Ninja Turtles has words. C.O.P.S. is an intro. You have bulletproof talking at the beginning of it. And then just regular music. Eric, wait, what are you thinking?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's a classic.
All right. Wildcard Dave?
The Turtles are about to put them in the shredder. I'm picking Turtles.
All right. Sean?
Drag him in the sewers. I'm going Ninja Turtles.
All right. They're up 1-0. 2 more, and then they can sweep. Fan base. Dave?
Cowabunga. I'm going Turtles.
Again, C.O.P.S. was popular back in the day, but again, they only ran 1 season, but it was a syndication, so it had 65 episodes, but it never reached the peak of popularity I think the Ninja Turtles did. Sean?
True.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles.
Eric?
Yeah, Turtles is just a global phenomenon.
All right. 2-0, 1 more, and then they can sweep. And the next category is animation style. Sean?
I'm sticking to Ninja Turtles here.
All right. Eric?
Yeah, Turtles.
Mr. Dave?
I think it's actually really close here, but I'm going Turtles.
All right. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to win it 3-0. They have swept the entire competition. So now we got to math this thing. So, they picked up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 sweeping bonuses, 47 points apiece. So 94 plus another 47.
I'm gonna guess they're at least in top 2.
All right. Let's see. So 94 plus another 47 is 1. Crap. 141. And then another 47 is 188. So 188 points in sweep bonuses plus.
Nice.
Let's see. So 188 in sweep and then 20, 40. So 188 plus 40 is 228.
Yep.
Plus 10, 238, plus 90, 328, plus another. So 428 points is what they get. They move to a 10-0 record. So 408. I said 408.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought he said 428.
That's what
428?
Is it
Yeah.
428?
I thought you said.
Yeah, I thought you said 428.
All right. Okay, so 428 plus.
Because you went from 188 to 228 to 338 or something like that, and then they went to like 428 or something.
All right, yeah, because I had to do the because it was 100 points for winning. So
Yeah,
428
it's
plus 80 is 508.
Wow.
508 points. Guess what? Ninja Turtles is the 1 seed. So they are the 1 seed for right now. Who knows? That could change. We got a few more gauntlets left to go in this stage, and then stage 5, we're gonna have more gauntlets.
I have a couple. I'm ready to send you that these guys sent over.
All right, cool. All right. First, we got to take care of some business. I got 7 shirts on. That means Eric gets another power, so now he's gonna have 3 again. Makes you want to puke. All right.
I'm surprised
now,
Dave didn't pick 7.
I was thinking about it, but I wanted to give y'all a chance.
so,
And I thought X-Men might have won, so that's why I went with that. I thought
I
Turtles
think
was gonna
different
get it.
I think character development they would have. If Eric
Yeah.
would have put character development in there, they would have won.
Oh, for sure. I think so.
And maybe even overall enjoyment too. That's why I didn't put. And plus, we have had overall enjoyment
If
so
you
much
picked
lately,
overall enjoyment, I would have literally grabbed a coin and flipped it because I couldn't pick between the two.
Yeah. All right. So now we gotta wait. Now we gotta see colors.
Ah, blue. I say blue. Let's go.
Yep. All right. Dave is gonna get eliminate a category power.
He has 2 now.
All right. We got to take off more.
Is that blue again?
Yeah.
Do I get 2?
I mean, it's never been done before, but yeah, why not?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2.
Let's go. Guys
Eric,
should have picked blue.
All right.
Guys should have picked blue. What color is that?
This is gray.
Okay. I was like, no way, is that blue too, bro?
All right. Dave.
No way. They're all blue.
Nice job, Dave.
All right.
Yo.
Dave's going to get 3 eliminate a category powers. So now he's up to 4 of those, I believe. Because you won one last. Well,
Yeah.
I won it for you.
Yeah.
But
Yep. Pink. Ooh.
Yeah, he has 4.
all right. By the way, when I sent you guys the thing of I'm going to have on the shirt that a color I have not worn yet. It's this one. It's pink.
Oh, I thought black. I don't remember you wearing black, but
Seriously?
maybe my memory is so bad.
You're old. All right. So
Yeah.
pink. And then the last one is red.
Oh,
Oh.
So,
I just want to say, every time I've picked blue, I've hit.
I was just going to say, you have not won with another color.
I know. I really got to just stick with blue.
I was just going to, well, now you have 4 of them. You have 4.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean took blue last week and he won.
Yeah.
It's a good color. It's my favorite color.
Well,
Yeah.
blue's my favorite color. So when I started buying these shirts about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was always aiming for blue. And then I started having to get different colors when I started using this as a gimmick to the show.
Fair.
Oh, wow, that's
So-
good to know.
All right. So now that is taken care of. Dave gets 4 Dave gets 4 eliminate a category powers, or he gets 3 more. He already has one. Eric has one of those himself, as does Sean. Eric's got 3 be the randomizer powers. Dave has 1. Sean does not have any right now, but I will have the shirts on again this Wednesday for Animated Showdown. And here is what we have cooked up for that show. The 2000-ish gauntlet. Total Drama Island and My Life as a Teenage Robot are starting it off. Phineas and Ferb will come in 3rd. Teen Titans 4th. My Life and Times of Juniper Leaf 5th. Amazing World of Gumball 6th. Batman Beyond 7th. Embrace Face 8th. Now, I sent you guys the order of entry for the next week's Hour of Power. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read that off. Eric, as far as we know, you are not going to be on, correct?
Yes, but there's a small chance I could.
All right. So, Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack and Denver the Last Dinosaur are going to start. Lucas the Spider will come in third. By the way, the name of this gauntlet is Couldn't Find a Theme Gauntlet. All right.
It's hard coming up with these names. I've been coming up with some interesting names, as Dave knows.
Space Ghost will come in fourth. Ben 10 is going to enter fifth. Super Mario World sixth. Mike, Lou, and Og seventh. Chalk Zone eighth. And coming in last will be Schoolhouse Rock. So there are 9 shows part of this gauntlet next week. So that is what we have going for next Saturday's animated Hour of Power. All right, Dave, who do you think, or guys, who do you think's got the advantage in that one?
Oh, what were the first two again?
First 2 were Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack and Denver the Last Dinosaur.
You know
Super
what?
Mario was in there, right?
Super Mario World, yes.
Okay.
I'm putting my money on Denver the Last Dinosaur just because they went head to head with an anime.
All right.
There you have it. Mic drop.
I'm gonna have the oddball out. I'm going with Lucas the Spider.
All right.
I'm gonna say
no,
Ben
you
10.
not.
I think my boy Lucas is gonna sweep him.
Yeah, you need to stop because I will use a power right now to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah. By the way,
I'm gonna
Ben
say
10's
Ben
also
10.
in this.
Oh,
Ben 10.
Ben 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Ben
saying
10?
Ben 10.
Oh, yeah, they're taking it. What number are they coming in?
5th, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, whatever cartoon goes up against them, they're gonna lose.
Yeah. By the way, the shirts will be around for that episode. So everybody make sure to stay tuned for that. All right. Make sure to like and subscribe to the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/When Tunes Combine. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast YouTube channel this Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to be talking money at WWE Money in the Bank 2014. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to Money E's unscripted sports show. Find them on Twitch at TCX Money E, on Instagram at Money_6pack Picks. You're going to find the Wildcard Dave on Twitch at TCX Godsent 95. You're going to find Sean on this show every week because he doesn't want to stream anymore. And also make sure to join the Dizzleverse Twitch streams. He will be streaming tonight. As a matter of fact, as soon as we're done with the pre-recorded show with Animated Showdown, he will be streaming.
Nice.
And also make sure to like and subscribe to the Stabcast with Dangle and Mindy. We're going to see everybody Wednesday for Animated Showdown.
Peace, everybody. Have a good night.